Hi, this is Urvi from your video classes, and today's video is all about how to interchange degrees of comparison. That is, how to change a positive degree to comparative and superlative. Before we start with actual transformation, we'll just revise the degrees of comparison. In grammar, we know the degrees of comparison relate to adjectives and adverbs. Every adjective or adverb can be written in any of the three ways, that is, positive degree, comparative degree, and the superlative degree. If you want to know more about how to form a particular adjective in a particular degree, or what is the structure of a sentence in positive degree or comparative or superlative, you can refer to my earlier video. Now, without wasting time, we straight away move to transformation. We start with how to change a positive sentence, that is a positive degree, to a comparative degree. There are certain things which we must remember, and the first and foremost is swap the two nouns while changing the degree. Now see, when I say positive to comparative, the same rule is applicable even for comparative to positive. Then, an affirmative sentence in positive degree changes to a negative in comparative degree and vice versa. An affirmative sentence in positive degree uses as and as to compare two things or person. I'll give you one example. Apples are as nutritious as mango. From the sentence, we can make out that the sentence is in a positive degree because we have used as and as, and the adjective nutritious is in its positive form. Now we have to change this into a comparative one. So what will we do? First we have to do what? Swap the two nouns. So what we will do? Apples, which is in the beginning, goes at the end. Mangoes, acting as an object, now will come in the beginning of the sentence. Then second thing is an affirmation changes to a negation. So are will change to are not. And then the change in the degree, as nutritious as will change to more nutritious than. So our sentence becomes mangoes are not more nutritious than apples. See, when we are changing the degree, we have to remember that the meaning should not change. When we say apples and mangoes are equally nutritious, that means the other thing is not more nutritious. That is, mangoes are not more nutritious than apples. One more example we will see. I am as tall as my brother. Right. So, how will it change? This is a positive degree sentence, will change as my brother is not taller than me. Now we see a negative sentence. How to change? If it is in positive degree, it changes to an affirmative, we know. A negative sentence in positive degree uses so as to compare two things or persons. But it's okay if you write as and as instead of so as. Apples are not so sweet as mangoes. Okay, this is the sentence. It is a negative sentence. The other rule remain the same. So, our sentence will start with mangoes. Mangoes are sweeter than apples, because apples are not. It is a negative sentence. We changed the comparative one in an affirmative. So, our sentence becomes mangoes are sweeter than apples. Let us see one more example. This box is not so big as that box. You can see the two boxes, one is bigger and the other one is smaller. Now, since this box is not so big, so the other one is bigger. So, in comparative degree, our sentence will be that box is bigger than this box. But what if we don't have only two objects and more than two. That is, we have a superlative degree also, wherein we have to change a positive to comparative and superlative and even vice versa. In that case, how will we proceed? When we compare a person or thing that is only one of its kind, we use no other in positive degree and any other in the comparative degree. That means the superlative degree says that this person is the only thing or only person. For example, gold is the most precious metal. This is a sentence in superlative. Now we want to change it into a positive degree. It goes as no other metal is as precious as gold. We started our sentence with no other and then metal, which is at the end of our sentence, comes, and then the verb is, then as adjective as precious as gold. And in comparative it will go as gold is more precious than any other metal. Here any other metal we have written at the end of the sentence, and we have started or we have begun our sentence with gold only. But most important thing that we have to remember is use the comparative form of the adjective and don't forget to use then. Let us see one more example. No other democracy in the world is as big as India. This sentence is in a positive degree. We change it to comparative degree as India is a bigger democracy than any other democracies in the world. And the superlative will be India is the biggest democracy in the world. Every time it is not possible that the things that are compared are only one of its kind. Sometimes it so happens that the person or thing referred to is one among the others of the same type. In that case, we use few other in positive and most other in comparative degree. Here most does not indicate superlative. It is used as most other. Mumbai is one of the busiest cities in India. This is a superlative sentence. So, when we are changing it into positive, it will go as few other cities in India are as busy as Mumbai, because there are other cities also in India which are equally busy like Mumbai, because our superlative says Mumbai is one of the busiest. It itself gives the opportunity to the thought that other cities are there. Comparative will be Mumbai is busier than most other cities in India. Let's see one more example. The Taj Mahal is one of the most beautiful monuments in the world. This is a sentence in superlative, right? Now we are changing it into a positive one, which goes as few other monuments in the world are as beautiful as Taj Mahal. Means there are few others. And the comparative goes as the Taj Mahal is more beautiful than most other monuments in the world. See, I have tried to make the things as easy as possible, but still you need to practice because the topic is a bit confusing. And a small exercise for you all, just to check your knowledge. 5 sentences are given here. You have to change the degrees of comparison without changing the meaning of the sentence. Here I have given 1 degree. You have to write the other 2 degrees or the other degree. Like we know that when there are only 2 things compared, we have only positive and comparative. So keep practicing, solve these sentences. See you with some other topic in my next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care.